have to be honest, I stopped you because I'm wondering how you could have endorsed murdering hundreds of those every single week in your city.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, nice to see you.
There's
Somebody waiting for us right now.
Oh, that somebody could have been murdered in your city based on your own ruling. King David, fell in love with a woman who is not his wife.
Yeah.
And he slept with her.
Yeah.
He was a king. He could sleep with whoever he wanted.
That was practically every king there's ever been.
Yep. But he was a man sent from God originally, and he went and he fell into this sin with a woman named Bathsheba.
Yeah.
She was married to one of his top military leaders. He had to cover up his sin.
Yeah.
So how did he do it? He had her husband killed.
Yeah.
Because death, ultimately, all throughout history, we track it back, death is the consequence of sexual sin.
Yeah.
You always have to kill somebody to cover up your sexual sin.
Well, I can probably say I've never committed, I can probably say that. I've never committed adultery.
Well, so Jesus says, if you've ever looked lustfully upon a woman, you've committed adultery in your heart already. And so what he was demonstrating, and obviously, so you haven't maybe slept with another woman.
Physical part.
But what he's saying is that when we stand before him, we're going to be judged for our hearts, not just our actions.
He knows our thoughts, and our hearts. Yeah.
And so like when you stand before him, you can tell me, and I would say, bravo, man, I wish I could say the same thing.
Yeah.
But when you stand before God, you're going to be judged just as guilty as I am.
Yeah.
I cheated on my wife. I slept with other women. I slept with girls before I was married.
Yeah.
All these things, and me and you are going to stand equally guilty before God.
Yeah.
And the only thing that can save us from that guilt is true repentance. To walk away from that, to turn.
Opening up your heart. I understand
Yep.
that.
Like as a believer, man, you ever think about abortion?
No, not me necessarily.
Well,
But it's an issue that's out there, you know. So a lot of people have a lot of personal issues that it's genocide basically.
it is, yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people have other issues, and there's examples in the stories of God like what's her name? I can't remember what her name is, but she got raped by her brother or her cousin, and what did he end up being? He ended up being God's major, leader and king of the kingdom. So, see if she would have aborted him, or said no, I can't go with it. You just got to have hope, and that can make the best out of anything.
And I mean, as Christians, we got to look back all the way to the very beginning, Genesis 1, man. God made man in his image. And it's like, I'm in his image, you're in his image, she's in his image, every little kid is in his image, every unborn child is made in God's image, man. And what right do I have to destroy God's image? What right do we have as a culture to do so? The problem that, we see is that the church, there's a lot of people that are going to say, yeah, that's bad. But you know what the Bible never talks about? Moral opinion. There can be no peace in the city of Aurora. The gang wars, they will not end as long as you continue teaching them that it's okay to kill their own children. This was your responsibility ordained by God.